4. The universe of discourse. The reader has probably noticed a small discrepancy in the manner in which the quantifiers are read. On the one hand, the usual readings are the following. X everything X is such that, for anything X, X something X is such that, there is at least one thing X such that. On the other hand, in the previous sections in particular, the following readings are used. X every person X is such that, for any person X, X some person X is such that, there is at least one person X such that. In other words, depending on the specific example, the various quantifiers are read differently. If we are talking exclusively about persons, then it is convenient to read X as everyone and X as someone, rather than the more general everything and something. If, on the other hand, we are talking exclusively about numbers as in arithmetic, then it is equally convenient to read X as every number and X as some number. The reason that this is allowed is that, for any symbolic context formula or argument, we can agree to specify the associated universe of discourse. The universe of discourse is, in any given context, the set of all the possible things that the constants and variables refer to. Thus, depending upon the particular universe of discourse, we read the various quantifiers differently. In symbolizing English sentences, one must first establish exactly what U is. For sake of simplifying our choices, in the exercises, we allow only two possible choices for U, namely U equal things in general, U equal persons in particular. If the sentence uses everyone or someone, then the student is allowed to set U equal persons, but if the sentence uses every person or some person, then the student must set U equal things. In some cases but never in the exercises, both every someone and every something appear in the same sentence. In such cases, one must explicitly supply the predicate, is a person, in order to symbolize a sentence. Consider the following example. There is someone who hates everything, which means there is some person who hates everything. The following is not a correct translation. XYHXY wrong. In translating this back into English, we first must specify the reading of the quantifiers, which is to say we must specify the universe of discourse. In the present context at least, there are only two choices. Either U equal persons or U equal things. So the two possible readings are: there is some person who hates every person, there is something that hates everything. Neither of these corresponds to the original sentence. In particular, the following is not an admissible reading of the above formula. There is some person who hates everything wrong. The principle at work here may be stated as follows. One cannot change the universe of discourse in the middle of a sentence. All the quantifiers in a sentence must have a uniform reading.